Craig, talk to me.
So, quick question. I mean,
Sure.
I'm seeing what these historians are saying, but I find it odd that all of them who are speaking about the New Testament canon, especially specifically the Gospels, none of them are speaking to the Synoptic Gospels versus John.
Can you elaborate? I want to understand your question a little better.
Like, you have like Matthew, Mark, and Luke uh are said to be written around the same time,
Mhm.
and then John is separate than that. But all of the historians, as the slides are saying, are, it seems like they're like all together. Now I understand that the historians are not given times, they're just given names of books, but it's just odd that they don't mention, the separation of the three and the one when that's such an issue these days, if you will.
Yeah, and that is,
Scholarly.
and again, it's more of a modern issue. It was not an issue for them. So for those that may not be familiar, the word synoptic just refers to the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, and Luke because their content seems to be very synonymous. Most people believe, as I do, that Mark was the first gospel written and that Matthew,
Mhm.
copied parts of that or utilized parts of that and added to it. And he contextualized his content for his audience. Somebody tell me, what was Matthew's audience versus Mark's? Go ahead, Destiny.
Matthew had a Jewish audience.
Very good. So he would refer to terms like Messiah versus Christ to a Jewish audience. Mark was writing to a Roman audience. Somebody tell me, who was Luke writing to? What was his audience? Need some bonus points.
The Greeks, the
Very good,
Gentile.
Eric. Very good. Luke was writing to the Greeks or Gentiles, and John was writing to the world. So now many of you may understand a little bit better why certain people, when they say, hey, what book should we start with? Many people would say, start with the Gospel of John, because John is not writing to a specific audience or group of people. He is writing his gospel for the world. And that is confirmed in John 20 and 31, when he says, these things are written so that you might believe, and that by believing in him, you shall have eternal life. So again, very good question.